Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video tutorial here at DailyBeats. In today's video I'm going to make a template and I'm going to show you how you can create your own presets, template presets, and this will help you to speed up your workflow so that you can just load this preset and start working and have all the things that you need to create a track. For this track I'm going to create, or for this time I'm going to create a preset for a techno track. I've been thinking about this because lately I've been producing much more techno than usually, and or more electronic music than usually, and I'm really enjoying it. So I want to have something that I can just open up and have all the tools that I think I will need in the future ready for me to use, and I can also always change or update that template whenever I want and with the tools that I need. So before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe and activate the notifications so that you know when I upload new videos, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also consider supporting my channel by buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production and also to the project files of the tutorials that I do here. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and switch back to the monitors, to FL Studio, and start the tutorial. Here we are, and as you can see, I loaded this new empty with 4 cents template. It's not a preset, it's a template, and you can see that we can have new from template, and we can have several templates here, advanced. Probably there is one for what I want here, but I'm going to make my own because I can have all the things that I need in this template. So I will start with this template here, which is basically, let me show all the mixer, and I can even close the browser because I will not need the browser. And what I need actually is very simple. I need a mix track, which everything will come into this track. I need a kick, obviously. This will be like the main thing of the track, and I also need, I will call it a pump, which is kind of a sidechain. And for this I will have different plugins here ready. So nowadays my computer is quite strong, so I can put a lot of stuff here, and it will not slow down my computer. But I can use several plugins for the same effect that I want. So I have this air pumper, which is basically just a curvature that applies this pump, and I can have attack, hold, release, shape, shift, and the depth. So this is basically what I want, and I can also load here grow speed with a sidechain template like that, but I usually don't like to have it the way it is right now. So what I'm going to do is basically go ahead and mess around with it a little bit so that is in a position where I like it. So let's add here another point, and let's make this a single curve, something like that. To basically mimic a little bit of this curve here, I will try to do the same, because I don't want it like this. I want it more a little bit like this or so. So let's add a new point here also, and I will be able to work in this way with these two plugins. So I can just use first the pump, air pumper, and that's why I call it pump. I could also call it sidechain, but I prefer to have pump because sidechain it's a sidechain pump basically. Okay, so then I have the kick. I will leave all the other how can I say, all the other channels or inserts free. What I'm going to do is add here a separator, and I will keep it like that. Okay, so the most important thing now is that what I want to basically have, okay, these 3 channels like this is the basic, but what I'm really interested in creating in this preset, or this template, actually I'm always switching preset with template, is to create some predefined LFOs. So what I'm going to do is load here a bunch of fruity formula controllers, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a basic sine LFO, and I will call this basic sine LFO, like that, which is the preset that we have. And let me see, we can even use saw and square, but I usually just go with this one. And if we play, you can see that we have this going like this. And if I check how much is it, like the speed, so this is actually 2 beats. So if we have like the start of the curve, I cannot stop here, which is a little bit sad. But yeah, if I play, if you look at the start of the line here, you will see that we have two beats for each length of the curve. So let's see that. So one part goes up and then another part goes down, which means that it's a full LFO with 2 beats, basically, or a full curve of the LFO with 2 beats. But for now, what I'm going to do basically is to lower the size a little bit. I'm going to have it pretty much like that, okay, and yeah, I will keep it like that. Then I will need a new formula controller, and then what I'm going to use for this one, I will call it randomness. As you can see here, this will be very useful to create some really random effects in the project. So let's call this randomness, random, and there's a reason why I'm naming this, and I will show you why. And let's see what can I do here. So another formula controller. I'm basically doing going by what I think I will need. So synchronize randomness, variable amplitude. Let's see this one. Okay, no, variable frequency. This looks interesting. LFO with variable frequency, makes 1 cycle in first 16 beats, then 2 cycles, then 4 cycles. Okay, so this is to demonstrate the power of the int function, which I don't know what it means. LFO with, okay, let's keep it like that. So variable frequency, okay, and then I will call this channel controllers, okay, and we will put another peak controller here. And for this one I will enable here the LFO part, so the bass will be 50%. Let's put this at 50. Let's give it a little bit of volume. Let me see how much volume I'm putting. I will put 50% here because I want this LFO in the middle, but as you can see it's only in the top, in the middle and the top, but I wanted to have it in the middle. For that I put the volume at 50%, so I need to put the bass at 25. That way we will have it right in the middle. Here the speed I can set it to 1 step, and I can put like LFO 50% 1 step. Okay, let's copy this. We will use it for the other ones. And as you can see here, it's playing, and I only have like 2% of use. So it's this type of plugins do not take a lot of your CPU, so it's always good. So let's do the same thing. So 25%, and the volume, let's put it at 50, like that. And the speed, let's put now 2 steps. Okay, 2 steps. And let's do the same thing here. I will not put a lot. I just want to 1, 2, 3 and 4 steps. And let's go to the bass, and then okay, 25, 50. This will be pretty much the same. And here we can set it to 3 steps. Okay, and as you can see, 3 steps might not be the best one because we have this type of things. But let me first put this at 126, yeah. And no. So what is doing this is creating that type of problem here in the phase, because we have like a 3 step. So let me put this at 4 step, and now it will be perfect. Okay, so let's put this at 4 step. Let me check one thing. So we can have much more steps, but let's see, 32, which is very slow. Okay, so actually this is not. Let me check this one. It's creating this type of thing here, of cut, which I don't know why, but yeah. Let's see, 8 steps. Okay, I will put it again back to 4. So what I want to do now is to have some kind of I want a LFO, but not with a defined song time, so not aligned with the song time. So let's use the formula controller, and let's put it here, and let's use the, let's see, advanced LFO. Okay, so this is quite nice actually. This has a really nice, this can create very strange variations in the sound itself, and I will keep it like that. So what should I call this? Advanced LFO. This LFO is both song time and absolute time based. So let's call this with LFO with LFO, because it's 2 curves. Also one curve very fast, which is the smaller one that you see, and then the biggest one. So I will call LFO with LFO. LFO, okay, I like that. And then the final one will be Fruity Formula Controller, like that. And this one here will be a basic sine LFO, but I will remove here the song time. Okay, like that, and then I will decrease this, and let's put like that, and then not like this. What is this? The timing. Yeah, the thing is that this creates this type of curve, which I don't like. Let's go with compile. Probably something here in the math that is not working well. I prefer not to have the song time. I would prefer for this to be just a simple curve, but it's not working. So, or what I want to do is have a LFO that is not synced to the song time. But this is not working, so let me check. Let's see if I have like, yeah, because I need something that is, yeah, because these are static, how can I say, they are static values. So these values do not change. I would like to see, let's see, actually, let's go here with a help. Where is help? There is no help here. So yeah, this is controllers, and the nice thing about this is that, for instance, let's say I want to have I don't know, let's go with a hi-hat. Let's see if I can do that, the thing that I was thinking about it. So let's imagine that I have this rhythm. Let me grab a kick. I will have to delete this, otherwise it will be in the preset. Okay, can be this one. Let's have it like that, like this. Imagine that I want to automate this here, like that. I can go here now and link to controller, and now I have all these controllers here. So let's say I want to have the randomness out, but I don't want it 100%. I just want it between, how can I say, between, let me actually, let's check this, what this value is. Okay, let's copy this to see the value. That's one of the things about FL Studio. It's not so easy to see the values. So 19%. So this would be 0.19. So let's go here. And this requires a little bit of math, which is the not so good part, but let's go with randomness out, and here let's put, what can I put? So I want 10% of the input, so let's multiply this by 0.1 or 0.1, like that, yeah, and let's do 0.10 plus, like that. Let's see how this works. You see, now it's automating on that range that I defined. So let's go here back again, and let's put this to 20%. So this is creating some randomness. This is how it was originally. This is how it is. So let's now change this, for instance, for the two-step LFO. So let's use the LFO, accept. Okay, so this is might not be, so let me put maybe less, 0.5. Okay, let's put it more intense so that you can listen to it. So this is without, this is with. As you can see, we can really fast automate stuff and give it some different movements just with these tools. So let's use randomness, and every time this will be different. That's why I wanted the free LFO, let's say, because I wanted to have like this variation of the LFO, but not constrained to the time of the song, not constrained to the calculations of the FL Studio. That way it will have a more natural progression, and every time will be different. Every time that I played and stopped and played the song, it will sound different because we would start in different points of the LFO. So yeah, it is what it is. But this random, I think it does the trick. We can also add a little bit of attack. As you can see, we can pretty much automate every knob that we see here in FL Studio with this kind of link to controller, and we have all these tools here available, which is quite nice. So I don't need to every time go here and do all these steps. I can just have them here, and it will be much easier for me to just go and let's replace this with sampler. Just have these ready to go. So the next step would be to have auxiliar reverb, and I like to use the Waves plugin reverb. So this is a convolution reverb. I really enjoy this. Usually for techno I use more room impulses like this, which is a little bit shorter, and I also apply here, for instance, a high pass filter like that, and a low pass filter too, just to make it not so bright. There is also other type of plugins that I like. For instance, there is Softtube, the TSAR emulation, which is quite nice. I really enjoy this, and we can put it even in dark and like that. And let's say, I think for this one I will start with this TSAR one enabled. Okay, and let's see, let's put this 4 to the 4, and let's put this in the kick, and as you can see, we can route whatever we want now to this auxiliary reverb. Okay, and let's take this out, replace, and let's go with sampler again. So we have the pump, and then we can have all the other instruments. I could separate everything by having here a separator and call these like instruments and drums and all that stuff, but for now I will not do that, because every track I feel it's special in that sense. And I used to have in the past all that, like a template where I have all the separations, and I didn't it didn't work very well for me at the time. So yeah, but these ones, I think it will really help, because it's really these are really helpful in electronic dance music. So one thing that I can actually do is bring here also the FPC, and I have a 909 kick template here. Let's go with a clean kit. Let me check. So these are really nice drums that I like. So let's call this 909 clean kit. Okay, we can also load a FPC again and 808. Let's do a clean kit too. Okay, so like that, and 808. Oops. Okay, so this way I can have like all the sounds that I need ready to go. I can also add here just a touch of, or just a ultra maximizer, so that we don't clip, and then I can go here and decrease the threshold to make the track louder, or even decrease here the input to make it softer a little bit. So I think this is it, guys. I will update this template as the time evolves, which it will depend on my needs for what I will produce in the future. But every time that I see that I need a feature or a functionality that is nice to have in my productions, I will try to import it or make it here into a techno template, or into my techno template. For now, I think these controllers are really nice. I will again need a free LFO tool. I don't know where I'm going to get that yet, but I think there is a possibility to use like here the formula controller, and find some documentation in the image line forums on how to create a free LFO. If you have any information on how to do that, just let me know in the comments. I will be much appreciated. And now it's time to save this as a template. So let's save as. First, let me go to my project, or to the FL Studio, how can I say, FL Studio folder, and this is it. So this PC C programs x86, and we will find here image line folder here. And as you can see, I have a lot of FL Studio versions. Every time I install a new version, I create a new folder for it, so that I can have the different versions. And if I have a problem with one, I can go back and into the next to the previous one, because it happened in the past where I had like all my wave plugins not working because of FL Studio update, and then it was really hard for me I had to waste a lot of time to go back to the version that was working. So for now, let's go in this one, data, templates, and we can have here, I will call it daily beats, like that, and then I will call this techno template. I don't know why I'm putting these brackets, but it will stay like that. Or even I can put it like that, techno template. And yeah, just save it. And now if we reload everything, if we go here, we will probably need to reopen FL Studio, because this needs to read the information. Let's see if now it shows up. No, I will probably need to open up FL Studio again. So I will do that and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I reopen FL Studio. Let's see, now we have here our techno template, and every time I load it, it takes a little bit longer because I have all this stuff loaded, but now I have here my presets. So if I want to go back to the new empty, I just open up an empty one, and this is the one that I like in terms of templates from FL Studio. And now I have here my techno template where I can change this one, and it will load everything that I want to start making music or start making techno. And you can do this for whatever type of whatever genre you have. Let's say you have like go-to plugins that you use in every production that you do, or in every beat. You can just load them and have a template to automatically load them. That will save you a lot of time. And if you have a quick idea, you just open FL Studio and you wait for the program to load. It's much easier than going into the menu and loading the program. It's a little bit longer the wait, but it's really worth it because you will have everything ready for you to use. Also, you can change here the change default template, and if you go to general, we can change that. Where can we change that? Here I can go and choose my default template here as a techno template, or whatever template I want to use. And for now, let's keep it like this. And you can also access that menu here over options, general, and you will have it here. So I think this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. This is my take on how to create a FL Studio template project, and you can create whatever you want. Just use the tools that you use normally, the process that you use to make your own music, and you will be able to speed up your workflow and not having to worry about loading all the plugins and making all the configurations that you usually do in your normal productions. You will not need to worry about that, because they will be loaded directly into FL Studio. So this is it, guys. If you are new here to this channel, subscribe and activate the notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also consider supporting my channel by buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI, or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production and also to the project files of this tutorial. I will make this file available, this template available, so that if you want to download, I will have a link in the description. It's free. You can just go to my website and just download it. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.